will help them, will keep them motivated, and will consistently help them, build their habits and break their bad habits as well.
I see. And
So
yeah.
So adding on to what he was saying, the gamification feature that we are trying to introduce in this would also have like a reward system. So this would be in partnership with other companies as well. So they would also be getting those discounts and offers that would, keep them hooked.
Okay, I think you've already answered, but my second question was about, your competitive advantage, because I see a lot of similar products these days in Japan and the US and in other countries. So what makes HabitApp different from others?
So right now, I'll just begin, and then I think Mansi will also add on. So right now, our competitive advantages are that in the Indian market segment, especially where we'll be playing, there are no other replacements. We have the price advantage as well in our segment, and we'll have product differentiation as we showed in the slide as well. So our AI chatbot that is not present anywhere else. Gamification, only one other application in the market right now is there. Social media aspect itself is not there in any of the other applications right now. We are also getting professional help because we'll be onboarding psychiatrists and psychologists to help us develop the application and to help our users as well whenever they need it in a pay-as-you-go model. Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much. If I have still time, right?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Yeah. So how do you make sure that it's really working, or it's really changing the behavior of your customers and users?
Yes, sir. So the AI chatbot will be continuously monitoring the people's activities, and we'll be able to find out if they're actually getting proper feedback, right? So with the AI chatbot, with the data analytics, we'll be able to understand how people are improving. And we'll have, so our marketing, one of our marketing strategy also was to have regular talks with the audience as well. So through YouTube live sessions, we'll be able to interact with them personally and understand what like pitfalls we have, so we can improve on that as well.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your page HabitApp. It was really nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so for the next startup, Arogaya, am I naming correctly? Are you there?
Arogya.
Arogya, I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, please. Could you please share your screen? Okay, now we can see it. Yes, fine. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna press start and okay, start.
Hello everyone, this is Garima and my teammate Anisha. We are students from Shriram College of Commerce, Delhi, India, presenting our model Arogya. Sitting across the screen from the comfort of our homes, we might not even know that there are millions of people out there who go through extreme discomfort every month. To give it a little perspective, around 43% of women in India don't have access to sanitary napkins, and 1 out of every 6 girls drop out of school during her periods.
Having conducted a survey and preliminary research, we found out that of unawareness, unaffordability, and unavailability of sanitary napkins are rampant across hundreds of slums. Arogya, we came up with Arogya. Arogya aims to provide these women with good quality sanitary napkin by establishing a supply chain model via local level women and creating awareness.
Our implementation journey begins with conducting demand assessment surveys and in prospective slums, and meanwhile finding a change maker. With our pre-marketing techniques, we spread the name of Arogya and finally implement the model with the help of a health camp. With a well-established feedback mechanism, we are able to successfully transform from one area and expand to the next.
We aim to capture the tier 2 and tier 3 population. We have $1,547 million market to. In the next 10 years, we plan to capture 10% of the serviceable available market. The industry is growing at a CAGR of 6.13% even as we speak.
Naturally, any unexplored market sees an influx of firms entering it to enjoy profits by tapping and fulfilling the demands of potential customers. Similarly, Arogya faces the same competition from government Jan Aushadhis and local brands in the slums it operates in. But our model gives it a competitive edge over other players due to our pricing model, which is 35% less than the prevailing market price, making our products affordable while providing unmatched quality. Furthermore, creation of a rural entrepreneur and self-sustainable distribution channel builds a strong customer loyalty. With 180 plus awareness sessions, 2 lakh plus pads sold, our revenue exceeds rupees 5 lakhs. We have impacted more than 20,000 women, creating 9 financially independent women entrepreneurs in 10 areas. Getting a margin of 25% on each pad they sell, our changemakers have witnessed an income increment of 275%.
Coming to the financials, we have managed to achieve a healthy profit margin of 18% on the total revenue of 5 lakhs.
We first aim to procure external funds and engage in R&D, then move towards sustainable menstruation by launching 100% biodegradable sanitary napkins. To further increase our customer base, we shall launch our own e-commerce website and expand from Tier 3 to Tier 2 and Tier 1 cities, establish permanent collaborations with state government to make Arogya a pan-India model.
A woman on what she has about the.
Sorry, we couldn't hear the sound. Okay, it's already 3 minutes. Okay.
ऐसी थी कि मैं सोच भी नहीं सकती कि हमारे साथ क्या हो रहा है, मगर 1 साल बाद अब हमारी जिंदगी ऐसी हो गई है ना, मेरे पास इतनी खुशियाँ आ गई कि मैं कह नहीं सकती। जैसे मैं अब उन औरतों को समझाने गई हूँ ना, वो भी मेरी बातें बहुत समझने लगी है। मैं सोच भी नहीं सकती थी कि वो मेरी बातें सुनेंगी और मेरे लिए कुछ सोचेंगी, लेकिन मैं बहुत खुश हूँ ये काम करने के लिए और मैं हमेशा करती ही रहूँगी। 1 साल पहले मुझे पढ़ना कुछ नहीं आता, के बारे में मैं तो कुछ समझती भी नहीं थी, बस दिन रात कि महसूस होता था कि मैं क्यों नहीं पढ़ी, लेकिन अब कुछ दिनों से मुझे सब कुछ आने लगा, पढ़ना भी आ रहा है और धीरे-धीरे सब आ रहा है। 1 साल पहले
Mansi, please try to wrap up. Your time is up.
So together we are proud and honored to present before you the journey of impact, of hope, of change, the revolutionary journey of Arogya. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We're open to
Thanks.
questions now.
Great cause and the great pitch. Sano-san, what's your opinion?
Yeah, thank you. I'm quite encouraged that you are trying to solve the deep issues in India. And I remember, I think I watched the movie Patman. I think it was about the person, Muruganansan. Right, and then from that movie, I understand the deep issue of this one. And then my question is, so how do how are you able to create high quality but low cost sanitary napkin? What's your secret recipe?
Yeah, so actually we are outsourcing these sanitary napkins from a certified manufacturer. And because of the scale at which we are working, we get the benefit of economies of scale, because of which, and also we have a social impact alongside our project. So we get the benefit of that as well, because of which our procurement cost is less than what the market price is. And thus we're able to provide these sanitary napkins at affordable prices.
Okay. Oh, all right. So does that mean that you are not gonna do production, but you only do this kind of distribution of the product? Am I right?
Yeah, so currently we are just engaged in the distribution channel to help that the network that the women have in rural areas, that could be improved so that they could get a good distribution channel. But after we have achieved a certain amount of expansion and scalability aspect, we would then go for in-house manufacturing, because if at current point of view we go for in-house manufacturing, then that would steeply rise up our manufacturing cost and procurement cost. And the problem that we're trying to solve, to give them the products at affordable pricing, that would not be solved. So we are currently aiming for expansion of the model, and then we'll go for in-house manufacturing.
Mm-hmm. So can you educate me why today there are no other companies or entrepreneurs who are doing this? What's the barrier of entry for this?
Okay. So, sanitary napkin is you have a lot of.
And Anisha, please speak loudly so we can hear you, or increase the volume.
My voice better now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, under this industry, under this hygiene industry, we have a lot many competitors, and even after the pandemic, the amount of competition actually increased. The major aspect that we promote, and that is a major USP, is the women entrepreneur we create out of them. Although many companies majorly focus on the profitability aspect, they do not focus on the social aspect. So while we were coming up with this model, what we thought about is doing something for the society while making something out of it. So this is a social entrepreneurship model that we build up, and that is the reason why we do not have any particular competition who are doing on the same grounds as we are particularly working on.
Further adding on to that point, just a small point, that in these rural areas, women are very hesitant to speak about menstruation. There's a taboo related to that. So when they find it easy to approach a woman in her neighborhood for sanitary napkins, rather than to go to a shop which is being handled by men and ask for sanitary napkins. So this is one USP that we bring into the table.
All right, I understand. So that requires a very delicate approach for the potential customers. Got it. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I love your passion, Aroga. And it was really nice. Okay, for the next startup, Stimular, are you there?
Hey, yes. Just give me a second. I will turn on my camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I clearly audible and visible?
Yes. Could you please share your screen?
Yeah. Just give me a second. I will do that. Yeah. Is it visible?
It's visible now. Yeah, you can start.
Yeah. All right. Just give me a second.
If you're ready, please let me know. I'm gonna press start.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah. Okay. Ready, set,
Let's
go.
start.
Okay.
All right. All right. So hello everyone. This is Akshay Akash from Team Stimula. So when I arrived at IIT BHU 2 years back as a fresher, I really struggled in speaking. As someone who came from a tier 3 background, I couldn't string two sentences together, my vocabulary was poor, I didn't use voice modulation, and on and on. But then something happened. I got access to some excellent mentors who then worked with me for hours, acted as a sounding board to hundreds of my speeches, and transformed me into a better speaker as I am today. But however, we understand that not everyone gets access to this mentorship. All the 40 million school students in India who receive zero formal training in their school time and they come to college, they often lack access to mentorship, and as a result, they struggle throughout their careers. So this is a problem. But is it big enough? We think yes, it is. speaking is the #1 skill recruiters seek for, and still in India, people fear it more than death. 2/3 of people say that speaking is the reason they are not able to take a pay rise into their careers. So certainly this is a problem worth solving. At the Stimler, we want to be the mentor of these people. So we are building a unique platform in India which combines the power of latest artificial intelligence models with expert mentorship. So how are we doing it? I will just explain our model. So our model works like this. It is based on natural language processing and deep learning. So it takes the student's speech as an input. It levels them into two. Just give a second. Yeah, it sort of analyzes them on two levers. It analyzes them on the speech level. It analyzes them on the text level. It clubs both this analysis to create a speech report. Now, what does that speech report do? That speech report tells students which metrics do they struggle in and which metrics do they fear. So, for example, speech is combined with different metrics. It might be pace, it might be fluency, it might be voice modulation, your vocabulary, and on and on. So, what happens next is the interesting part. Then comes the second part, where we have got some of India's and world's best mentors who are clubbed with those students on a one-to-one basis. The mentors sit with those students and allow them to improve on those specific metrics. The students can then come again on the platform and practice their speeches and see if they have made a real progress. All this makes a Stimler a complete solution. But moving forward, let's see why this is the solution you should go with and not other solutions. So firstly, when we have our AI recommendation AI platform, it already differentiates us from all the offerings in India because it's the first platform like this in India. But secondly, even if we ignore that, all the other aspects which come with the Stimler, be it the personalized feedback, be it the community support, and also since we run this in a cohort structure, that means there's a structured roadmap for the 30 days in which 100 students learn together. It also allows us to have group activities, which further differentiates us from all the offerings. Adding to this, our price of less than $10 per person is at least 15 times cheaper than other market alternatives, which positions Stimler uniquely in a huge market. Right. So how do we make money? We charge students for each cohort. We also charge access to tech models, and that's how we make money. Right. But finally, why are we the ones doing it, and why not someone else? So we have got unique debating experience. Ankit and myself has participated in represented IIT BHU in back-to-back Asian championships. I have done speaking research. Anish has won multiple pitching competitions. So we have got the expertise to build these speaking metrics. And we have got a homegrown AI team as well. Akshat and Ankit have won multiple AI hackathons. They have worked at companies like Oracle and Northern Trust, and they have got experience to build this. So we have got the perfect team to shape this. But finally, why are we doing this? So when my parents are most proud of me, when I'm able to go within a crowd of 100 and speak my mind freely. We think it's time to make 80 million parents prouder. We invite you to join on our vision as we solve for 40 million school students in a market that's going to be worth billions. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to give you a Q&A questions. Please, Mr.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So thank you. I think your presentation was great, and I can't believe that more than 70% of Indians consider public speaking as a fear. I want to ask the same question to Japanese people, and let's see how many people say yes. And then, so what makes your product different? So these days, a lot of apps are there using AI and then trying to improve your speaking skills, pronunciation, accent, and all. And so, what makes your product different?
So when we talk of our AI model, it's actually a combination of the technology and also our own speaking expertise. So we sort of have spoken for last 2 years in 10 plus countries. We have spoken in institutes like Harvard or IITs. So we sort of understand which speaking metrics should people work on. So our only unique expertise comes at the time when we design those speaking metrics which the AI models should track. And as a matter of fact, so there doesn't exist any AI model which sort of gives a speech report in the aspects we do. So there exist AI models which sort of just tells you that you need to improve your pronunciation. They don't tell you like whether you are using voice modulation properly or whether you are using a lot of filler words. And the other metrics which sort of impacts how a person perceives your speech. So I think this is a blend, one, of being a unique AI model and deciding the right metrics, And two, being one of its kind, which sort of provides you a complete speech report, analyzing all the metrics and not just a specific one. So that makes it unique.
So is your AI model feasible already, or do you still have to improve your model?
Yeah, we have to improve our model. So we currently have just made a basic iteration of it, and we have used APIs for speech to text analysis. Like we are analyzing text as well. So we are currently using APIs for that, but we plan to make that our own as well. So we want to develop our own tool for improving this accuracy. So yeah, we have to improve on that.
So do you already have a pilot model which can be used by people like me, and then to see if it's really working to improve the speaking level or something?
Yeah, so we haven't made a customer-facing app as such right now because again, like we are still working on improving this algorithm. So we are just working on it according to on the code panel. So we haven't developed it a consumer-facing app right now.
Oh, all right. I think yeah. So there, yeah. I mean, you say that your AI model is different from others, but I see there are apps like Ori or something similar to yours. So I'm quite interested to know how your product would be different, and then I really want to use it.
Yeah, sure. So firstly, like when I talked of it being unique, that was in India because this is the first of its kind platform in India. Ori is developed in USA. And the second thing is that in the terms of key differentiation with Ori, so it does only text analysis as of now. Ori, we are doing both text and voice analysis. And secondly, since our model is trained on Indian accent and Indian data, so it sort of differentiates a lot because in terms of especially speaking, it sort of varies how you judge an US accent versus an Indian accent. So Ori would be a lot less effective when it comes to Indian accents. So yeah, that is.
I see. So it's customized for Indian people.
Yeah,
got it.
Customized.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a nice speech. I also want to use it. Okay. For the next startup is Team Org D. Am I name it correctly? Are you there?
Hey, hello. Yeah, it's correct. It's August.
Okay, thank you. So, could you please share
Just wanted to check if I'm clearly visible and audible.
Okay, I can see you now.
Hey, am I audible?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Can I go ahead and share?
Yeah, could you share your screen?
Sure. Just a second.
Yes, we can see it now.
Is it visible now?
Yes.
Sure.
So when you're ready, just please let me know.
Sure. I'll just begin. Thank you.
Okay.
Visualization and belief in a pattern of reality activates the creative power of realization. Good morning, everyone. I am Vibhor from Team Ogday. And before we begin, it's important to understand how we started. When we began, we started as a super customized event-based platform. But that is when we realized that we were very focused on only one segment. And we realized there is huge potential and use cases that can come out of visualization. And that is when we actually started building Ogday. The Ogday aims to solve all virtual communication modules like event exhibition, product display, product visualization, etc. The first product is specific to companies that want to improve virtual display of products for their customer base. The major problem areas included lack of visual appeal, lack of pre-order product customization, lack of accurate product content, increase in site abandonment, and advertisement-led personalization over product-led personalization. Now our offering is spread across two major product divisions. The first is the product configuration, where we can combine your product catalog with 3D models, so you can show millions or even billions potential configurations in real time. Second is the product customization. Our product customizer automates the building of realistic 3D visuals. Third is the augmented reality. What we can do is build a complete product immersion. That is, you can see your 3D product in your live space to know its design, color, and product to space mapping. Now, target market includes e-commerce website who have multiple product offerings, direct-to-consumer D2C brands with high-cost customization made-to-order product, and virtual product display and exhibitors. Now, with the virtual interaction increasing over the past few years, we had about $1.1 billion estimated virtual technology industry in 2018, which will probably grow to Now talking about a customer validation for a general audience, as per a survey with about 52 people, 73% people prefer the virtually enhanced solution, and for corporate. Now, what does an ideal customer look like? This is Mr. Kumar. He's aged 35. He's an entrepreneur, and he has a leading D2C brand into online furniture. His biggest goals are to be able to stay ahead of latest trends in the entrepreneurial ecosystem, and frustrations include hyperlocal and conventional means of lead generation. The second is Mrs. Ha. She's a female, and she's an online fashion and cosmetic, has an online fashion and cosmetic brand. She's highly enthusiastic and open to multiple ideas.
I think your screen is freeze now. Hello, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, Vibhor.
Am I audible?
Now we can hear you.
Right. So was I audible till now?
Yeah, the internet connection was stopped when you were introducing your team.
I'm sorry. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Right.
Please proceed, Vibhor. Please start from where you stopped.
Was I audible till now?
Yes. Team introduction or the last slides.
Right. Moving on, our competitive analysis, our competitors include mostly indirect competition, since we are both virtual and augmented reality solutions. So we are split across different competitors who are in a similar industry, but have very different product offerings. This is a comparison between different companies and their branding, price, users, and the customer satisfaction. This is an exemplary display. On the left is the product customer configuration, and the right is the AR solution. Our sales and marketing funnels includes TOFU, MOFU, and BOFU. Top is to facilitate awareness, second is to evaluation, and the third is to facilitate conversion. Our base model includes a post-configuration, pre-configuration, and mid-configuration services. So we have a platinum tier and a silver tier and a gold tier. It's split across between different sources, including product customization, solution architect, plugin and processing, platinum email support, and customer interaction data. Our progress, we've been in multiple competitions and have won accolades in multiple. We've got an opportunity to be incubated in an NSRCL launchpad, and we've got an early client attention from different AR/VR developers. This is our team. We're spread across different roles. I handle product development and business growth. Path handles product insights. Rohan handles design and 3D modeling. And we can handle AR and VR ecosystem building. Thank you. Open to questions now.
Thank you.
So we can proceed with the Q&A round with Samson.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. I think I was not able to follow some of your presentation, so I just wanted to understand your business. So it's basically to provide a 3-model kind of VR-based solution for seller on the e-commerce platform. Is that right?
Yes. So basically, we started with an events-based platform. Now what we're moving towards is a product. This product is basically split across a product configurator, customizer, and an augmented reality section. So what we're ideally trying to do is we're trying to tap into the multiple sellable points that are there on multiple e-commerce sites. So right now, what are existing are 2D models, pictures, and this product related content that helps you understand if the product is something that you want to buy or not. What we want to ideally do is move one step ahead and want to include 3D versions wherein made-to-order products can be customized according to what the customer wants. So say you're buying a chair, buying a car, so you can customize those according to what you really need. And then you can understand what are the different changes you want to make in real time. And the second is being able to actually see the actual product database that is there and convert into a real-time solution wherein people can actually visualize what the product would actually look like in real time in their space.
Okay. Can you show me the sample of your image? I think it's somewhere in your deck.
Right.
And then please tell me again how it's different from other 3D model VL solution.
Right. So other 3D models at the moment are something that you need to have an excellent designer in hand. Right. So the other 3D solutions that are existing today, the most of them have a service-based customization. So what happens is the customer comes in, either tells them to either make their models and then take their models and distribute in their own platforms. What we're ideally trying to do is we want to build a no-code, very low-code based customization, and in time we have an API-based solution that can include real-time modeling. So what we're trying to do is we want to take away all that from the customer. We want to build their products for them. All they have to do is, like in Amazon, you would include your inventory, talk about product specification. What we want to do, help them do is just include the specification. Our team will model the solution and in real time be able to produce the solution. And I don't think any of these other platforms are doing that. Any of those other platforms are trying to build a no-code solution for this.
I see. Okay. So you can do this no-code solution. That's great. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for explanation. By the way, I suggest that your team introduction. I think it's better to use your real picture instead of the the one that you're using. Yeah. Okay.
Sure, thank you so much for your feedback.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for a nice pitch. So for the next startup, it's going to be pictures. Are you there? Are you there?
Yes. Yes. I'm here. Are you able to? Yeah. So I'll just share the screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen and you're audible.
I'm not getting the option to share my video. Okay. So I cannot share the screen and the video at the same time. It says. Okay, then I'll just share the screen in that case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Yep.
Yeah. So the screen is visible, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So a very good afternoon to the respected jury. So we are Team Pitchers. So I'm Ujjwal and I'm from Team Pitchers. So we are here today to redefine the kitchen experience with a proposition which we have named Chimney. So now the major problems in the kitchen arise are due to kitchen smoke. The existing solution is the conventional chimney, but is it always possible to have a chimney in the house? And so that's not possible because there are multiple reasons because of that. So imagine you are living in a rented house. In most of the cases, you're not allowed to do any major civil work. So, or what if you are a bachelor living in a small single room house? So it would not be possible for you to install a traditional chimney. Or there could also be other reasons like cost of installation, which usually turns out to be approximately 4,000 to 5,000 rupees over and above the cost of chimney. So what could be the possible solution? So we present to you our product, Chimney, an affordable, compact, and easy to use chimney. So now chimney works just like a traditional chimney, but unlike it does not require a duct to release the smoke. The suction fan at the top creates a suction, and the filters absorb the oil and the particles and release the filtered air back to the kitchen itself. Now, chimney comes with double mounting features. It can either be mounted on wall or kitchen platform based on the available space. It is easy to use, lightweight, economical, and needs low maintenance. Now let's have a look at a short video of a product. Okay, just a second. I think I have not enabled the option to share the sound. Let me just share back again. Okay, it's not giving me that option. Fine, I will share the video without that.
We don't hear the sound, but it's okay.
Okay, talking about the total market size of a product, it is quite huge. So currently in India, the target income group for the conventional chimney is the upper middle class, which forms approximately 10% of the total population. We are aiming to increase this to 40% by including the middle class as well. Consequently, we want to increase the total market opportunity from the existing $1.3 billion to the approximately $2 billion. Now, talking about our current progress, we are already into the execution phase and have deployed 20 prototypes so far for user validation. We have a fully equipped workshop and the necessary equipment that will be required to fabricate the individual components. Coming to some of the key financial highlights, we are targeting a sales figure for the first year to be around 15,000 units, and the market price would be around 3750, and the targeted revenue would be around 5.6 crores, yielding a net profit of around 81 lakhs for the first year. For the competitive analysis among the major players in the kitchen chimney segment, no other brand has ever proposed a portable chimney yet. Hence, we will always have a first mover advantage. So this is where I would like to thank all of you and conclude our presentation. Now we are open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice pitch. So now, Mr. Sama, we're gonna ask you a question.
Okay, yeah, thank you for your presentation. I really liked your video, and then I like your design of this portable chimney. I think it's cool.
Thank you.
And my question, so roughly speaking, in India, how much percentage of household actually have this kitchen chimney? Very less?
Yes. Yeah. So as I mentioned that the figure is really small right now. So I mean, it's somewhere around 10% because only the upper middle class generally prefers having a conventional, I mean, a tradition, I mean, a kitchen chimney installed, because obviously it's still a luxury in India, you know. And we are like proposing to increase this to 40% because we are really bringing down the price and also, you know, expanding the target segment by making it portable so that it can be used in confined kitchen spaces as well.
And you also explained that, you know, your competitors have not introduced this kind of portable chimney ever before.
Right.
Why do you think so? Why do you think there have been no such a product in India before, this portable chimney?
So we have like done a thorough market research on this. So my teammate who has also worked for a, you know, FMCD company, V-Guard Industries, so that is into kitchen appliances as well. So as a part of his work, he has done I mean considerable market research, and we have found that no such design exists in the kitchen space right now in India, and so that's why we want to leverage this opportunity. And it's a totally, you know, it's a totally unique design. It does not resemble any of the existing designs right now available. So it's a totally new product that we are bringing.
I see. So how would you create the moat or entry barriers if, you know, your competitors are trying to replicate the kind of similar concept like portable chimney, if they are trying to build the same one, and how do you compete with them?
Right. So the first thing that we want to target is that we want to, you know, make a strategic alliances with the bigger players out there. So you know, the bigger players like Prestige, Sunflame, so that we can utilize the expertise to reach a wider target segment, and also to further enhance our product. So we want to keep the innovation part to ourselves and also make a strategic alliance with them. And also we are looking, we have started working on one more variant of our product, that is the IoT version. So we have already prepared the architecture of that how and we would be so that it becomes more technologically advanced, so that it is more difficult to for copy by the customers. And also we already have design patent in place. So we have already like protected our design from our competitors.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for your presentation. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's a really nice product. Okay, so for the next startup, pet care.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Just a second.
Okay, where's power? Let's start it.
Am I audible and visible, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, we'll start then.
Is the screen visible?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. The $100 billion pet industry is poised to nearly triple to $275 billion by 2030, thanks to a surge in new owners, favorable demographics, and increased per pet spending. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Team Pet Care, and helping pet owners and veterans to make pets' life better brings true happiness and fulfillment to us. Let's talk a bit about these cute and adorable creatures. Is there anyone who don't like to have pets, except for some exceptional beings? I don't think there is one. So we here present PetCare, a pet health tracker app for pet owners and an online consultation platform for vets. So let's begin with the deck now. Firstly, talking about pet parents, they are concerned about their pet's diet and exercise and the expensive pet care services and vet consultation. Then talking about the veteran side, they receive slow flow of cash due to offline consultation and even their veterinary practices suffer. So that's enough of the problem. Now, what's the solution? It's obviously us. We will solve this problem by providing a pet health tracker app, and the app will contain the following features. That is personalized suggestion regarding diet and exercise of the pet, in-hand solution for pet issues, trustable emergency or procedures for pet, online vet consultation, and reminders for medication, vaccination, deworming, and etc. For veterinarians, online consultation facilities as 80% of pet issues can be solved through online consultation. Next comes the target market. We will mainly be catering to main customer segments, that is pet owners and veterinarians. The pet count in India is approximately 40 million, whereas the veterinarian is about 0.1 million. The target market size is in the year 2020 was about $430 million in India. The following graph represents the growth in CAGR, that is compounded annual growth rate of the pet care industry in India, showing a stellar growth of 32.11% from 2021 to 2026. Okay, so now the question we ask ourselves is how big is the market? According to the report published by Bonafide Research, the Indian pet care market is expected to reach $700 million by the end of year 2025. The TAM here is $430 million with a SAM of $209 million. So the SOM can be taken as $104.5 million. So do we have a competition? Yes, obviously we do. Our direct competitors are Level Pets and Pet Perfect, with our indirect competitors Super Tails and Tailslide. Level Pets and Pet Perfect provide a useful blog, health and food trackers, and accessory stores. The business model for Pet Perfect is commission based only for food and accessories, whereas Level Pets charges a subscription to use some features. Super Tails and Tails Life are more concerned about their stores and don't provide much of any feature. So what makes us unique? Our app provides personalized healthcare suggestion. Our product is for majority of pets. Mostly apps only provide service for dogs and cats. Reach in Indian market will be better than other products. Coming to the interesting point, entrepreneurship is not just about solving a problem, but also creating a revenue from it. We plan on creating customer lock-ins using premium strategy. Then coming to the last point, that is we plan to take this following part to reach our 100 million mark. We found that Indian pet count is 40 million and this count mainly comes from 8 major cities. So roughly we get 5 million pet owners in each city. We will be targeting 4 main metropolitan cities. And so now we have 20 million target users. We will be charging roughly $7.2 per user yearly. So we could be needing 3.5 million users from each metro city. Finally, coming to the team, I myself Bhavna Chavan and my teammates Nimisha and Nakshatra from 2024 batch of IIT BHU. Finally, I'll recite my motto, that is happy healthy pets equals happy pet parents. Thank you so much for listening our pitch and we hope you like it. Now we are open for question and answer now.
Thank you. Nice pitch, girls.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we're going to ask you a question now.
Yes, I like your presentation. It's well organized and very clear. Thank you so much. And well, I think I've been asking the same question to all the teams, but this pet care for pet parents and also veterinary, the doctors, online services. I think lots of similar applications are there, particularly in this COVID situation. Lots of similar products I think born in the world. I'm not sure about Indian market, but globally there are a lot of similar products. So what makes you unique and different? I think you explained about competitive advantage. So I appreciate if you could once again tell me about your advantage over others.
Yes, sure, sir. Actually, the competitions we have right now, they are mostly providing, if one is providing the veterinary services, then they are not providing the other features that we are building, that is personalized healthcare solutions without using the veterinarians, or health tracking, or their body measurements and block feature. Uh, so if one app is providing that, then they are not providing the veterinary services. And we are building some app which includes all of these. And I should not say this, but I have a great team and a strong bond with my teammates and immense confidence in each other. So we think that we can build something which will be better than everyone.
Mm-hmm. So I understand that your competitors, they are doing only a part of your solution.
Mm-hmm.
So what if they are trying to do the other part of the solution so that they will cater to all the required aspect of your solution, and then so why do you think you can only do this and others cannot do?
Even if they include the personalized suggestion feature, like before they include, we would have acquired a particular segment. So after they would have used the part for personalized suggestions, they will surely continue for online consultation. So like I think we would have created a customer lock-in before other competitors start using the same strategy. So that can make a product unique.
All right, so you're talking about fast move advantage. Okay. All right. And have you done a kind of market research or interviews for your potential customers, pet owners or pet doctors and all?
We did a user research for pet parents. Like a common answer we got, like what were they using currently before pet care would come. Like pet parents currently solve these problems by going for monthly checkup of pets, but still end up having health issues with the pets. They don't know what diet their pet should get, so they feed them with pet food that's available at home, such as egg and chicken. But for the vets part, vets charge high fees as they already have fewer patients coming to the clinic.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I really liked your pitch. Thank you.
Thank you. I like your thing. Okay, so we're gonna be last startup. Greedy Foodies, are you there? Nice name. Are you there? Ready?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to ask Shivangi to begin.
Am I seeing you? Okay.
Could you wait a while? I guess she's not able to turn off.
Now we can see your slide. I'm not seeing your face though.
Just a second.
Okay.
Ma'am, she's not able to turn on her voice. Could you wait for a while?
Okay. Could you do the speaking, or shall we waiting for her?
I would like to wait for her. Actually, we have prepared something, so.
Okay. Okay. Are you having some technical problem?
Yes, ma'am. I think I should begin, ma'am.
Okay.
Sahil, could you please go to the slide 1?
Okay, when you're ready, please let me know. I'm gonna press start.
You can start.
Okay, start.
So, hello guys, hello everyone, hello judges. Good morning, good afternoon. So the story begins when when in my neighborhood someone gets sick in the situation of lockdown and is the only one earning income in his household. They're running out of money. They can't even spend much money to get even 2 meals a day. And we helped them for the sake of humanity by giving them leftover food that we had. So, but this made me think whether how much food goes unused and wasted, and how many people are starving for this. So I discovered a number of problems. So I could switch to the next slide. Each year, more than one third of the food produced in the world goes to waste, and it is responsible for 10% of global greenhouse emissions. On the other hand, malnutrition is also around 45% of deaths among children under the age of 5. In India itself, it's around 189 million people who are undernourished because of the lack of food they can afford. We are on a mission to change that. For that, we introduced the app Foodlia. We dream of a planet with no food waste. Our problem is the most direct way for you to get involved. Just download, log on, and get saving perfectly good surplus food from our local stores. Restaurants can list the items they anticipate having in excess and change their offerings by the day. The food will get offered at a minimum price so that they can buy at cheap prices and they can have good food. Sahil, could you switch? Here's an idea how we'll try to give the interface of an app. Introducing Foodlia, an app where people can buy perfectly good surplus food at cheap prices from the local stores. So the local stores who have leftovers, they could list themselves on our platform. Like they have some items left, and they can all they do is they could dispose it off. But either we can prevent that or we can go perfectly good food to waste. So that's where we tell them to list them at a low price so that they can earn profit at the same time. Sell next. Currently, no such major startup or company has come up with an idea of providing food which is wasted at lower cost. They just don't care about the leftovers. That's where we come in to make sure that no food is wasted and people could earn money at the same time. See, competitive analysis. We have competition in the market. Swiggy, Zomato, Uber Eats. We don't deny it. Everyone will give you doorstep delivered food. Everyone will give you good food. What we do is we give you a surplus food. No one gives you surplus food. Like if you need food for a quantity, like our segment of customers would involve charitable organizations as well. So if they need food for like 100 people, so they could go on some events which have a food left for around 100 people, and they could ask for that food to get delivered to them. Sile next. Also, on making a research, we came to know that around 58% of the people we surveyed spends like 200 to 500 rupees on the food they buy from these markets. So that's a lot of amount they spend in buying food from online services. So we aim to provide them food on like less than 100 rupees or maybe around 100 to 200 range so that they could afford food and have great food delivered to themselves. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Our customer segment includes individual. Sahil, could you turn to the next slide? Our market includes charitable organizations and bulk buyers, individual buyers, advertisement suppliers, and restaurants and event organizers. We would take food from restaurant and event organizers. We would provide the food to charitable organizations, individual buyers at a relatively low price. So, business model will include collaboration with restaurants and cafes. We'll be asking them to sell their leftovers for like 30%, 30 or 40% of the original cost, and we'll generate a revenue of 60% of the selling price they are gonna sell. Our delivery agents will be categorized. Like for now, we have decided to collab with some third-party delivery services because we don't have a ready market or ready audience to cater our needs. Secondly, bulk food. We'll ask the events, like event have a lot of food leftovers, so we'll ask them to sell them at 25% of the cost, and parties revenue will be generated at 40% of the selling price, and we'll be requiring delivery trucks for that. Sile, next.
Guys, your time is up. Please try to wrap up.
Okay, sir, it's last. Fundraising will include, we'll try to spend money on our delivery as we don't have a ready market and ready employees to get our food delivered. Vehicles and logistics, maintenance cost, and payrolls for our employees and delivery partners. Money needed is rupees 20 crores for equity of 5%. Our team include me, Aryan Singla, Shivangi Raghuvanshi, Mayank Kumar Patel, Sahil Sani, and Anku Patel. We are open for questions.
Thanks. That was a great pitch. So
Okay,
we will request Sano-san to proceed with the questions.
Okay. Thank you for your pitch. I very much liked the idea of your business. And then I want to understand more about how it works. So it's basically to sell from the seller's point of view. Let's say I'm a restaurant owner.
Okay.
I can sell my leftover to the customer, right? So that means that, but I will only know how much leftover will be there at the end of the day.
No.
So, no? Okay, please explain.
So sir, I would like to say that if you are a regular seller, so you'd know that you have around 10 or 12 pieces or like a variation of pieces left every day, like 10 to 15, it may vary. So our idea is basically focused on that. Like if 10 to 15 stuff for 10 to 15 items is left, so they could list themselves like the time window runs out, the restaurant is not able to open for more timing, like it's closed by 8. So they could open up the delivery services, and students like us, or maybe someone who is not able to cook, or maybe someone who's in need, who needs cheap food, who is not able to afford such kind of like high range of food, that person can get food at a relatively lower cost, and he could eat a good amount of food as well.
Yeah, so maybe I'm asking a very mean question, but if I know that every day I have 10 or 15 pieces of leftover, am I going to reduce my production?
No, sir, you can reduce your production, but if it's a seasonal day, so you already get prepared yourself for like 100 people, and you still have an idea, a fair idea that you will spend around, that you will get around 80 to 85 audience. You still get prepared for more. Like, well, if more people will come, then I'll not be able to handle them. So that's where you can tell us that we have 15 to 20 items left, and we can go get them on, we can sell them on less prices, which will eventually reduce our losses, and we can cover up something from there.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a unique idea. And also you mentioned about that you're gonna, in order for you to launch a business, you require vehicles, logistics, and all.
Yes.
Do you have an idea to work with, big players like Swiggy and others, so that you can use their platform?
Sir, I think I'm not in a direct competition with them. The basic competition is that we both are selling food. But what we are planning to do is we are planning to give food in bulk. That includes a major section of our startup. So if we are planning to give that in bulk, so most people like if we say there's an NGO, they prepare food and it costs them a large amount of money. So instead of wasting, like there's an event where you have food left for around 100 people. So that food will go waste, or either will be given to someone else. So that food can be picked up and given to the same NGO that needed it for 100 people, eventually saving both of their costs. Like the one who is selling will eventually cover the losses, and the one which is getting will get it at a relatively less price because he's gonna prepare as eventually.
I see. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your explanation.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you, all of you guys. You all are having great products and solving a real problem. I think it will be difficult for jury as well to decide top three. So please stay tuned with us. In next 3 to 4 minutes, we will be announcing the top three winners. We will be having a quick internal discussion with the jury, and we'll be announcing the top three winners. So please stay tuned with us.
Okay, everybody, can you hear me and see my screen?
Yes, it is good.
Okay, thank you for waiting. Okay. Now it's the most exciting moment of the day. So now we are going to announce the prizes. We're gonna with pick 3 startup. So let me play the drum roll. The winner is Foodria, Greedy Foodies. Congratulations! Here's the third prize. Happy, and the prize you're gonna win is 3,000 rupees. Congratulations! We will send you the prize later, so don't worry. Okay, congratulations, guys. And the second prize is Habitat. Hey there, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the prize we won is 4,000 rupees. Congratulations. It's pretty much. Okay. So moment of the truth. Who is going to be the first prize? Is Biscuit. Wow. You're the first pitch startup and then also first prize. Congratulations. Guys, you did really good. And the prize is going to be 5,000 rupees. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all to join in this picture perfect event. And I'm gonna introduce you. Don't worry if you didn't get picked today. You still have opportunity to find the fund investors all over the world. So we're gonna provide you guys who are joining our webinar today a gift from GoToPitch. So all the participants today is going to get disruptor plan coupon from GoToPitch, which is worth to $49 USD. So thank you all for joining the Picture Perfect webinar. Thank you all for the great pitches. And if you have any other question or anything, you can also contact us and go to GoToPitch and find the investors in the GoToPitch website. Thank you. It was a really nice time. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, if you have any question about using GoToPitch, you can ask me now as well.